And if you're applying because you have 3 or more children under the age of 19, we'll ask you for proof of child benefit.
Okay.
Again, there's more information on our website about that. You can apply online, really simple. All you'll need is a few of those documents ready, screenshots, or saved on your laptop just to attach to the application as you go through online. Shouldn't take more than 10 minutes.
Right. Okay.
And another fantastic scheme that we do is the Big Difference scheme.
Yeah.
So the Big Difference scheme is our social tariff for customers who are struggling to pay. They're on a low. We're currently supporting 160,000 on
Wow.
this scheme. So Big Difference scheme can offer a reduction of water household income of £22,000 or below.
Right. Okay.
If you do have dependents living in your property, if you have children, so you can apply for the Big Difference scheme regardless of your employment status. It's just really important that the 22,000 and means tested benefit,
Yeah.
you fit into the eligibility criteria. You could get up to 70% off the average Severn Trent bill. The Big Difference scheme will assess your household income when you apply, and that then determines the level of reduction that you're able to get.
Okay.
You'll be set on a new payment plan. Your payment plan will also include a small amount towards any of the arrears on your account as well. And you'll remain on the scheme for a whole 12 months at a time. If you do maintain your payments and your situation hasn't changed at the end, you'll just be auto-enrolled for another 12 months. And again, you can get more information about this scheme and apply online at stwater.co.uk. Fantastic
Lovely.
scheme.
Yeah.
A few more.
Yes.
So we also have a customer assistance scheme. So we're working in partnership with an independent charity, Ariga, to support our customers with their financial needs. So the customer assistance scheme can support customers who are in arrears of £700 or more. They have a household income of £25,000 or below.
Yeah.
So there's different support levels that customers can get. So we'll have a look at income maximisation. So we'll have a look and check that you're receiving the right income, either by reviewing your eligibility for benefits or by checking your wages. What I realised going out speaking to the community is people who are working don't know that they can still apply for universal credit top-ups. That money's out there for them. Those benefits are there for them. And they can help with debt management. So we can help with support with debt negotiations, repayment plans, writing to creditors. And we may also be able to help with essential household items. So cooker, fridge, washing machine.
The white goods, in other words.
Absolutely, white goods, yeah. So what will happen as Ariga are going through your application with you on the telephone, they'll discuss your eligibility during the assessment and see if you hit the criteria for those two.
Wow.
Fantastic.
It is.
And a lot of people don't know that Severn Trent, you can apply for white goods through Severn Trent. So they just think, oh, it's just the water. They can help me out with my water bill. There's so much more.
Yeah.
Matching Plus is something else as well, another scheme we do. So Matching Plus scheme is available for customers who they're in debt of over £500 or 2 years worth of bill.
Yeah.
And they've paid less than £120 to Severn Trent within the last 12 months. So they're really struggling to pay. They're prioritising other bills maybe, or putting food on the table, clothing the family. What Severn Trent will do is that we'll match £20 every single month. So if you pay £20, Severn Trent will pay £20.
Okay.
If you were to pay £30, Severn Trent will still just match that £20. The great thing about that scheme is that you can apply just by calling us directly, or you can WhatsApp us, and the link is on the stwater.co.uk website, and just ask to be added onto our Matching Plus scheme. There is no other criteria than the debt over 500 and paid less than £120. There's no means tested benefit. So if you are one of those customers listening or watching out there, really important, just give us a WhatsApp, give us a ring, and we'll put that onto your account.
Excellent.
We do also have Water Direct. So Water Direct can help you pay your water bill direct from your benefits. So it takes the stress away. So payments are automatic. It just makes it easy for you to budget. What you've got left is for your remaining bills and to live on that month. The Department for Work and Pensions deduct an amount from your benefits, which is then credited to your Severn Trent account. And you can apply for Water Direct if you or anyone you live with gets any of the following benefits. So income support, job seekers allowance, employment support allowance, universal credit, or pension credit. And you also, the other criteria is you must owe at least £50 on your Severn Trent account. Of course, we've got the water meters as well that people can apply for. So absolutely free of charge to have a water meter fit.
Okay.
And before we even get to making an appointment, we will go through some criteria, ask you a few questions about your water consumption, just to make sure you will actually benefit from having a water meter.
Yeah.
When you get the meter fit, you do even have the first 12 months to revert back to your rateable value, and a lot of customers don't know that. So it's almost like a try before you buy.
That's
but there's
useful
no
to
buy
know.
about it.
Yeah,
Absolutely. So if you were unhappy with your first, or immediately when you get your second bill, just call us. We'll revert you back. The meter will stay in situ.
Yeah.
Just in case you decide to go back onto a meter in the future. But that is absolutely free of charge to convert over. So I would urge everybody just to have a little look if they would benefit from having a water meter. And again, all the information is online.
Okay.
And of course, don't forget to look on our website about getting water fit as well. There's loads of free water saving devices. So for anybody watching, I'm going to hold up a hippo bag. So you just place that into your toilet. So it will save 1 to 2 litres of water per flush. And you pop it into a system of 7.5 litres capacity. Fantastic.
Lovely.
And we have got, reaching over, these shower heads. So I've got one myself there, and it'll just lower the pressure of the water coming out, less water being used when you shower.
Yeah.
And going along with that as well, we have a shower timer that I try to use with my children to monitor.
It never works.
It absolutely never works. I was hoping it'd get better as they get older, but I've heard it gets worse. So it's a 4-minute shower timer, and it just makes you a bit more aware of how much water that you're using. We all have to play our part in looking after the planet and the resources that we've got. So so it's really, really important to do so. And then if I can just talk about where we've been recently.
Yes, of course. Yeah, my next question was going to be that obviously Severn Trent Water has got quite a lot of valuable resources for the community. And I know, Samantha, you are always out and about. And maybe you could tell our listeners where they can see you, meet you, and learn more about the schemes that you've just talked about.
Absolutely. And wherever I am, I bump into you as well.
Of course you do.
Wonderful. So I go through a few places that we've already been to, and then a few places where you can see my face
definitely.
and hear my voice in the future. So over the last few months, I've got out and about in the community. So we've been to Molyneux Job Centre supporting people on low income. We've recently supported the Sickle Cell Support Project, attending a fantastic event that they hosted at the Bob Jones Community Centre. They got a lot of different organisations together to give a really well-rounded support approach to the customers there. We were able to help from fitting water meters, priority service register, big different scheme. Every single scheme we have, it hits somebody that was there. And we're willing to go along to any other event that they hold as well. It was brilliant. We worked alongside Wolverhampton Homes to deliver talks at some of the family hubs in Wolverhampton, visited playgroups and chatted to families to make sure the community is aware of the help and support we can offer. So the aim is to visit every single family hub across Wolverhampton over the next few months. So we've been to Graiseley Family Hub, Low Hill Family Hub, and the Children's Village Family Hub. And I plan to visit all of them by the start of the summer and revisit those other family hubs as well. It's so important that those families out there know that if they're not listening today, that we're present in the community.
Yes.
We've had a lovely coffee morning at Codsall Library, chatting to the Macular Society, meeting customers there who were wanting to sign up to priority service. But this was followed by an afternoon at XL Food Church, doing the food bank there and chatting to our customers there. And we visited the Bob Jones Community Centre as part of the nation's biggest housewarming to spread awareness of the support we can offer, speak to customers about water health, get water fit, the water saving devices, as well as all the other schemes. We attended a cost of living event that was fantastic at the Manda Centre, hosted by Wolverhampton Council, to bring organisations together into one space. Again, it's that well-rounded understanding of what help is out there. And you don't know until you go looking. Again, like I said before, with Severn Trent, you only really think of water. You wouldn't think white goods, and you wouldn't know what's out there until you ask, really.
True, that's it, yes.
lots of work going on at the Good Shepherd Food Bank as well, and
Yeah.
lots of community groups. And we aim to visit many more as well. So over the next month, what I've got lined up is the Beacon Centre on the 15th of April, and we're supporting the residents there. As I said before, visiting all the remaining family hubs. So we're just waiting for dates to be confirmed. So do please look out for those. What I'll do is get some posters designed
Yeah.
and make sure that that's all clear at the family hubs on the date that we're going to be there and the times as well. So we can catch those families. Contacting all the local libraries too, so we'll make sure that we have a presence there. And I would ask as well that if you are part of a local community group or organisation that would benefit from a visit, please do get in contact with us. Contact Severn Trent through our website. It's really important that I reach as many people as possible,
Yeah.
which is why I'm here today.
Yes.
And we get a lot of out about into the community, but there's people yet that I'm yet to reach.
Yeah.
So hopefully this helps today spread the message far and wide. All the listeners, I hope that you tell your family, your friends, any organisations that you work for, of all the schemes that we've got. The website has all the information on. With the means tested benefit, I'll do just a quick reminder of the means tested benefits that you must have for the Watershaw, Bill Cap, and for Big Difference schemes. So it's a long list. Housing benefit, income support, working tax credit, personal independence payment, child tax credit, pension credit, attendance allowance, universal credit, employment and support allowance, job seekers allowance, and disability living allowance. So in order to apply for a couple of the schemes there, Big Difference and Watershaw, you absolutely need to be on those one of those means tested benefits at least, yes. And we'll just ask you for proof of that as you're going through the application.
Excellent. Let's touch on the website. You've talked about those water saving devices.
Yes.
Those are available, and how can our listeners get hold of them?
Absolutely. So go onto our website. There's pop in free water saving devices and up will pop a little screen. There are different things that you can pay for. The shower heads, there is a small charge to that. But things like the hippo bags, the shower timer, all absolutely free of charge. So stwater.co.uk, pop in free water saving devices. Up will come a little page with all of them on, pictures of them as well as describing how they can help you save water. And go for all the free ones that you can do, and the ones, if you can do, pay for these ones, because they are really worth it and they do save you a lot of money in the long run.
Yeah, just to give listeners a bit of flavour, obviously you're out in the community.
Yes.
I remember you saw a customer who saved £600 from his £1,000 bill. I mean, it might be useful to use that as a case study and give our listeners an idea of that client's situation.
So we were at the Bob Jones Community Centre together, and a lovely gentleman came over, and he had a rateable value bill. So he had a fixed charge of close to £1,000, or just over £1,000, I think it was. And I discussed with him his situation, if he was on means tested benefits, who he had living in the property. And he had quite a large family living at the property, himself, his wife and 4 children, all under the age of 19. So I discussed with him the Watershaw, the bill cap scheme, and said, look, if you go onto a water meter from day one, we can cap your bill for you at the annual charge for the past year, £420, and save you £600-700. And that conversation lasted not even 10 minutes, and I did the application online for him. So for anybody who is worried about applications online, they are so super straightforward. But if you catch me at any of the events, then I will do all of it for you. So I'll take the stress out of that. As long as you bring some proof of evidence with you, I'll do it for you. And in a matter of minutes, that chap saved like £600-700. So it's always worth having a look, even if you think, oh, my water bill isn't too high, but I am struggling a little bit. Just ask, and the help is out there. It's available. We have so many schemes, and as I say, got 17,000 customers on Watershaw. We've got 160,000 customers on the Big Difference scheme. We've got about 400 people or Matching Plus. So it's really important that help is out there, and take that help and come along and chat with me, and I'll make sure it's on our social media too, all the upcoming events where you can catch me. So it'll be me, it'll be my colleagues over the next few months. Doing as many events over Wolverhampton until people are sick of seeing me and hearing me, I'm sure. But no, it's really important that you do come along. It can save you an awful lot of money and give you peace of mind over just one utility bill in this cost of living crisis.
Lovely. We've got 1.5 minutes left, Samantha. I just can't believe how the time has gone. Honestly, I want to say thank you for sharing all this information with us. It's great to know that you are going to be accessible to our community and providing valuable resources and assistance. Now, before we wrap up, do you have any final words or advice for our listeners regarding water conservation and managing their water bills? We've got 1 minute left.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll talk really, really fast. So I guess of all of this, I'll go back to these free water saving devices. Please go online, have a look at what is there. If you can't afford to buy anything, the free ones that you can get on there. Urge your children as well to do the same and just look after the planet a little bit more with all the resources that we've got.
Excellent.
So get all of the free ones and come along to